everybody. In this video, we'll be talking about provider payments. Let's go ahead and get set up for when a new provider is added into the system. Go to Settings, General, Store Options, Provider, and Bookings. You'll want to have this set up whether you have independent contractors or W-2 employees. You can have it set up so that this is their default payment. You can do it as a fixed rate, a percentage, or an hourly rate. Currently, the default for when you sign up for the software is that providers will receive 50% of each job, but you can change this to anything you like. Above here, this is the Add Variable button, and it is used if you give reimbursements to your W-2 employees for things like gas or supplies. You would set that up by clicking Add Variable. We'll select Employee, and then we'll call this variable Gas. For Select Location, we'll select Service Area since compensation is for the provider's travel to the client's location. And then since this reimbursement will vary from booking to booking, we'll actually set the variable price to 0 for now. We can always go into each booking and adjust the total once the reimbursement amount is finalized. Then we'll click Save, and you'll now see that the reimbursement has been added under the Employee section. Now we'll go in and show you how to switch the payment of an individual provider. We'll go to Providers, click on Providers, and then select a provider name to click on. From here, click on Settings, then Forms. If you have more than one industry or form, you can set up the payment per industry and form. Just click on the industry name and then the form number and scroll down until you see the wages field. Here you can adjust the default amount to a fixed amount, a percentage, or an hourly rate. Once finished, click on the Save button at the bottom of the page to save that provider's rate for this particular form. Now you'll see that the rate has been changed for this form. Now let's go into a team profile and show you how to set up payments for a team. We'll go to Providers. We'll click on our orange team name and then go under Settings and Forms. Next, scroll down to the Payment Settings section. You will see the question, who will receive payments? The options are Team Leader or everyone individually. You might select Team Leader if the team leader is responsible for paying out other team members after each job is completed, or if you wish to set up a pay rate for each provider, you can choose the individual option. Once you've entered a rate, just click the Update button to update the rate per provider. Now, if we go into an upcoming booking, under Bookings and Upcoming Bookings, and scroll down, click on a booking and look at the payment summary, we'll be able to see the provider's payment rate for the booking. If you click on or hover over Learn More, you'll be able to see a breakdown of the provider's payment, including any reimbursement, bonuses, or service fees that are included. If we want to change the provider's payment for this specific booking or series of bookings, we'll go ahead and click Edit, and then scroll down to the Assigned To section. Next, click the Reschedule button, and scroll down to view the provider's wages. This is also where you would adjust any reimbursements you have. If you scroll down a little more, you'll see a Tips and Parking section, which can be enabled or disabled per form depending on your preference. Whenever it is enabled, any tip or parking amount added by the customer goes 100% to the provider. Below here, you'll see where you can adjust the service fee for a booking and also where you can add a bonus, which is the payment on behalf of the merchant that goes 100% to the provider as well. Before you click save, it's always a good idea to confirm whether you're making this change for all future appointments or this booking only. Now if we go back to the booking, we'll see the updated provider payment rate, including the tip amount, parking amount, bonuses, service fees, and reimbursements. Now we can go to the payment section under providers, then payments. We'll put in a date range at the top of the page and then click apply. This will show you all payments that need to be made for the selected time period. If you see a pay option under the actions column, this indicates that your provider has an account connected through your payment processor and will receive an automatic transfer of funds once you click pay. Otherwise, you will see a connect payment method option, which brings you to that provider's payment processor tab. There is also a pause option if you would like to put a provider's payment on hold. This will remove the provider from the payment section and comes in handy if you need to delay payment for any reason, like if a provider is getting a new bank account, for example. You can add a reason for a paused payment for general reference, and when you're ready, you can click the resume button to move the payment back into the payment section. If a provider has not connected a payment processor account, there will be a cash check option available. Cash check is just another way of indicating that payment was made outside of BookingKoala. This could be via Cash App, direct transfer, or some other method. And if you click Options Job Listing, you'll be able to see a list of all jobs that occurred in the selected pay period, as well as a breakdown of the payment. However, what will we do if the payment amount is not accurate? If you need to adjust the provider's payment for any reason, such as maybe you forgot to add a bonus for a job the previous week, you can click on the plus sign icon next to the amount due for the selected date range. Enter the final amount into the field on top, and then an adjustment reason into the field on the bottom. Then click the Save button. Now we can see the amount has been highlighted in orange. We can see the original amount as well as the adjusted amount, and we can see our note as to why we made the adjustment. Now we can click Pay or Cash Check to pay out the provider. Once you have made payments to providers, you can view them under the Payment Logs section under Providers and Payment Logs. Here you can see the date sent, the provider or team name, the amount, as well as any adjustment notes, the pay range, and the payment type. You'll also be able to view a breakdown of all jobs and fees for that particular period. And that is a summary of how provider payments work in BookingKoala. If you have any questions, please visit us at our help center or email us at support@bookingkoala.com. Thank you so much for watching.